The young man was just about to kill a chicken to nourish his mother who had just given birth. But as soon as he picked up the old hen, he was shocked to see that the hen, which hadn't laid eggs in 8 years, suddenly laid 3 eggs in a row. Overjoyed, he called his father to help slaughter the chicken. But before he could finish his sentence, the old hen started moving again. With every step it took, more eggs appeared under its feet. The sight left both father and son completely stunned. Meanwhile, the second brother was fishing by the pond, and something strange happened there too. As soon as he reached the shore, a school of fish jumped out of the water on their own. All these bizarre miracles seemed to point toward the baby girl they had just adopted. No one would have guessed that this seemingly ordinary little girl was actually a fairy from heaven on a trial in the mortal world. She was originally meant to be born into wealth and luxury, but because the Prime Minister already had 18 daughters, he despised the youngest one even before her birth. To make matters worse, the Prime Minister's wife died from heavy bleeding after giving birth. In his rage, the Prime Minister declared the baby a bringer of misfortune, and heartlessly abandoned her outside the manor. At the same time, an old couple in the countryside had just welcomed their 4th child, hoping desperately for a daughter, but it turned out to be another boy. When they heard the Prime Minister had discarded a baby girl, they immediately decided to adopt her, but the woman was too malnourished to produce milk. The newborn cried nonstop from hunger. The little girl looked at the empty kitchen and silently wished for just a bite of food. The next second, the eldest brother walked in, holding a freshly found egg, saying it had just popped out in the courtyard. He wanted to cook it for their mother, but the girl pouted, thinking one egg was far too pitiful. That's when the magical scene began. Just as the father bent down to pick up the egg, the second brother walked in from outside. The girl took one glance and saw through him. This brother was actually a natural business genius, but his dull and clumsy appearance was confusing. She calculated with her fingers, and instantly realized he had been born missing a piece of his soul. Without hesitation, she cast a spell, and slapped his back with one palm, helping him retrieve his lost soul. The second brother's eyes lit up, and he immediately suggested they take the eggs to the market to sell. But the girl burst into tears. She sensed a sign of danger, and insisted on going with them. So the siblings headed to the market together. The second brother's mind was sharp. He used a buy one get one deal to draw in customers. The eggs were quickly sold out, but they hadn't expected this strategy would offend a local bully, who immediately stepped up to teach them a lesson.